Hello, hello, hello. Praying and trusting that everyone is doing well on today. Y'all come on in with me. 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 On this Level Up Thursday, let's get ready to go in. Not going to be on long, but I believe that something is going to be said today that's going to be a blessing to you. It's going to be a blessing to you. As you're coming on, I'm asking each of you, do me the favor and the honors. Tag, share, and invite. Tag, share, and invite. Good afternoon to each and every one of you that are tuning in. Tag, share, and invite. Don't be afraid to send your hearts, thumbs up, all of the above, but make sure you share this. Brother Joe, Sister Viv, good afternoon. Good to see you all, each and every one of you all. Good to see you, good to see you. Praying that all is well. Praying that all is well. Praying that all is well. Once again, tag, share, and invite. Send your hearts, your thumb up, all of the above. Let's go. Jennifer, good to see you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Let's get ready to go in on this. Brother, Sister Rose, Cheryl, Miami, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Sakithia, my daughter, good to see you. All of you that are tuning in, coming in. Brother JJ, my brother, love you, man. Good to see you. Good afternoon. Pastor O, my son, love to see you. Good to see you, man. Love you. Sant, what's going on? What's going on? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We're going to get ready to go in just a couple of more seconds. Make sure each of you all that are tuning in, go ahead on and tag, share, and invite. Get it out there. Get it out there. Get it out there. Get it out there so we can go in, okay? Get it out there. At this very moment, y'all do me the honors once again. Lift those hands up. Tell God thank you. Tell God thank you. Felicia, good to see you. Lift those hands up. Tell God thank you. You got a right and a reason to tell him thank you. Why? He woke you up this morning, clothed you in your right mind, gave you use and activities of your phalanges, your limbs. Amen. And that's a blessing by itself. You're here. He woke you up. You're breathing. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. Tag, share, and invite. Tag, share, and invite. We're going to get ready to go on in. Not going to be on long. Not going to be on long. Hey, just want to encourage you, Starling. Good to see you. Good to see you. Y'all go ahead, tag, share, and invite. Lift those hands up. Tell God thank you. It doesn't matter what's going on in your life. Doesn't matter how hellish it may be or whatever, how your day may be going. Lift those hands up and tell God thank you. I promise you that when you do that, it automatically start turning things around and it start working in your favor. Shawana, good to see you. Good to see you. Lift those hands up. Tell God thank you. Latoya, good to see you. Tammy, all of you all that are good to see you. All of you all that are coming on. Tag, share, and invite. We're going to go on and go directly on into this. Just want to be with you. Just want to share this with you just for the moment. Don't be afraid. Once again, send your hearts, send your emojis. Okay? Make sure you share it. Today we're going to go directly into this. I want to share this with you all. Today we're going to talk about something entitled The Game. The Game. All of us know, and I guess that majority of you all are probably wondering the game because that's very broad. There can be a lot of different things. But we're referring to the game of football. We're referring to the game of football. And each and every one of you that are listening, that are living, that are listening, living, that are breathing, you're in the game. You're in the game. We're at the last quarter, but you're in the game. You're in the game. You got a few more minutes. You got a few minutes. Yvette, good to see you. Hey, you got a few more minutes. You're in the game. It does not matter about the time. It does not matter how long you're in it. You're in the game now. You're in the game. You're in the game. When we look at the football field, we know that football is a contact sport. I'm talking about is contact. You're making contact. It all makes sense in just a moment. You're making contact. But when you look at the football field from the actual playing field is 100 yards. Erica, good to see you. Is 100 yards. It's 100 yards. The playing field, listen to me, is 100 yards. But you also have 10-yard deep end zone, making the field 120 yards. From end zone to end zone, 120 yards. You got 10 feet of end zone on each side, making it 120 yards. It's going to make sense after a while. Each and every one of you that are listening to me, Kiki, good to see you. Wakithia, good to see you. Each and every one of you. Once again, if you're living, you're breathing. If you're walking, you're talking, and your eyes are open, you're in the game. You're in the game. You got this big field that you're in. You're in the game. The playing field of a football field is 120, is 100 yards. But with the end zone being 10 yards on each end extra, giving you 120 yards. Here we are. I'm not trying to go deep, not trying to be any of the above. Just want to bring some clarity to it. Just want to give you an understanding, because everything you look at have a spiritual meaning, can give you a spiritual meaning. While in the game, while you're in the game, whether, watch this, while you are in the game, talking to every one of you under the sound of my voice, while you are in the game, you have the ball. You have the ball. Are you all with me? Each player that's on the game is going to have to come in contact with an opposing force that's trying to stop them from getting to the end zone or to the opposite end in order for them to score. It's not going to always be easy. So one team got a desire then to get to the opposite end of the field to make a to score, and the other team have the same desire. But here it is: each player on the field have a job to fulfill, just like each and every one of you. They have a job to fulfill. We have to block, have to do whatever it takes to get that ball to the other end of the field so that we can score. And it's all about winning. Everybody is playing. Good to see you, Tanya. Everybody is playing. Brika, good to see you. Everybody is playing, y'all say it with me, to win. D and Jeremy, good to see each and every one of you all. Everybody is playing to win. But here we are. In the midst of playing the game, you're going to sustain contact. Rod, good to see you. You're going to sustain contact from the opposing force, from the opposite team. Someone is going to hit you. And you have to be prepared for that. There is no way that you can play the game called football without being touched by another, without being hit by another. We're playing it to win. Here we go. You're in this game, whether you get past the ball, where someone is passing you, throwing you the ball, whether you're running back, whether it does not matter. You have the ball. I'm giving each and every one of you all have the ball. The ball is passed to you. It's passed to you. Your focus is to get to the end zone. It's to get to the end zone. Am I making sense to you? You got 100 yards. And it does not matter whether you get 5 yards every time or whether you get 10, whether you get 2, whether you get 4. It does not matter. Long as you're moving, you're going to be hit. The enemy want to try to stop you. The opposite team want to stop you because they don't want you to score, because once again, their desire is to win by any means necessary. But there are rules to the game. You have the ball. Listen to me. It's going to make sense in just a moment. It's going to make sense. We're on this field, big field, end zone to end zone, 120 yards. Here we are. You have your side. They have their side. Once you get in enemy's territory, you're making some leeway. Myla, good to see you, baby. You're making some leeway. That's your job, to get in their territory, to get in their end zone. That's how you score. Watch this. It's really blessed me. It's blessed me real good, man, when I begin to just look at it. You have the ball. You're running. You're moving. You're being hit. But you can't allow the hit to make you say, I don't want to play anymore. You was trained. You have been trained, you have been disciplined, you have had to go through all of this training to prepare you for the moment. So you can't allow a hit to make you want to run and get out of the game. It should it should energize you even the more to get to it. Because you know your turn is coming where you're going to have the opportunity yourself to hit someone yourself to stop them. But we're talking to you. We're talking to you. Your job, your objective is to get to the other end of the field to score a touchdown. Once again, you have the ball. It's not going to be easy. Sometimes when you're running a punt return, you can run from one end of the field to the other. That's all because you have good blockers on your side, on your team. Here's the other part. Sometimes when you're running it, you're going to get hit just as quick, just as hard, and it's going to knock you. Sometimes it's going to injure you, but you have to continue to play through the injury. Don't allow the injury to stop you, to take you out the game, because you have a goal in mind. Are you all ready? You're running the ball. You get in the touchdown zone. You have 10 yards. Majority of the time, when they get a touchdown, they're so happy. Y'all know the rules of the game. Y'all know how it is. I'm just making a point, a valid point. They're so happy. Enthusiasm everywhere. They're very enthusiastic. They're in there. They done ran past the goal line. Now they're in the end zone. They have 10 yards. Watch this. And majority of the time, when they get past the goal line, the first thing they do is start dancing. They start doing something to let them, in other words, they're saying, thank you, I made it. Even though they had to go through all that they went through. Even though they sustained some contact, but they didn't quit. They kept moving. Can I take it away from them now? Let me bring it to you. Y'all ready? You on this playing field. It's been 12 months. We are in the 12th month right now, and this month is about over. The month is about over. From January to the very point, from one goal line, January, to December, the other goal line, which is the opposite side, you've been running. You have been going. You sustained, Janika, good to see you. You sustained some blows in January. The first week in January. The end of January. Everything seemed like it was good probably in February. Now March come, the spring, here we go. You sustained some more things. Part of you wanted to give up. Part of you wanted to throw in the towel. But you kept running the ball. You kept running. What is the game? The game of life. You're on a field. You got 120, good God Almighty. The entire field belongs to you. 120 yards. That's from goalpost to goalpost. 120 yards. You can look at someone and tell them, or you can tell someone it wasn't easy, but it was worth it. You had to run, you failed. You sustained some injuries, you had to cry, but you got up and kept moving. And finally, you made it to the end zone. You made it there. You made it there. You made it there. All of the other team members, they are not haters. On this field, we should have some supporters that say, man, I'm glad that you made it because I know what you went through. I know what you encountered. Even though you had some rough spots in your life, the enemy thought that he was going to take you out, but you made it, so I'm rejoicing with you. You had to sustain some things. You got knocked down, but you got back up. It fired you up even more. In other words, every time the enemy hits you, every time the opposing force hits you, the opposing team hits you, it should energize you. I'm coming. They may hit me, but watch this. They gonna remember who I was. They gonna remember who I am. Make sure this year you still in the game. Whether it's a few seconds or it doesn't matter. You only have a few days. It don't matter if you get 2 yards, 5 yards, you're still moving. Don't allow the distance to frustrate you. Just because someone else made it all the way in doesn't mean that you are not headed there. Oh God. Just because you fell and it seemed like somebody else didn't fall doesn't mean the game is over. You're still in there. Get up, get the ball, watch this, tell the QB, the quarterback, throw it to me. Who's the quarterback? God. God said, I'm giving it to you. Why? Because I'm trusting you with what I have given you. I believe in you. Running on. I can hear the old deacon say, running on to see what the end is going to be. You're about to get in the end zone. You're about to score a touchdown. You're still here. So why are you going to allow what didn't happen at a certain point of the game, or something that you didn't obtain in a certain part of the game, or what didn't happen, what you expected to happen, the thing you prayed about hadn't showed up yet? Why are you going to allow that to frustrate you when you're still in the game? In other words, as long as you're breathing, you're still in the game. So why are you going to allow what didn't happen doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. Sometimes God waits to the very end to turn things up in your life. Even though the enemy may think that he's winning, God have given you a second win. And the second win is stronger than the previous one, the first one, the original. You're still in there. I'm talking about the game. You're still in the game. Refuse to be defeated. There you go, Anita. Refuse to be defeated. In other words, make up in your mind, I'm going to score a touchdown. I'm not talking about 2023. I'm talking about before the end of 2022. I'm getting to the end zone. And everybody that want to come and dance with me, come on, because I'm not turning down anyone. Why? Because you don't know what the other individual had to go through just to get to that end zone, just to get that touchdown, just to get to the other end of that field, knowing that the opposing force of the opposite team, others on the opposite team, wanted to hurt you, to take you out the game. Why? Because they know how valuable you are. They know that once you get the ball, you are a force to be reckoned with. They can't handle you, so they'll try to get the main player, the best one, out of the game quick. But you have to let them know you made of something. It's going to take more than just one lick to get you up out of the game, because you are not running it by yourself. That's why you're still here. You're still in your right mind. You're still, come on, somebody help me, please. I'm talking about the game. You got the ball. Refuse to be bitter. You got the ball. Refuse to, watch this, refuse to be hate. Don't be hating on anybody else. You have the ball. It's up to you what you're going to do with it. What are you going to do with it? He's given it to you. Run. Run. If you fall, get up. The game is not over with. Today is the 29th. I hope I'm helping y'all. Today is the 29th. He has blessed you to see at the beginning of the game, one end of the field, January, to this very present, you're just about at the end zone. I'm hoping. And watch this. And you don't have, I'm going to give it to you, but 10 yards to go. You got this. Matter of fact, can I take that 10-yard out? You don't have but 5 yards to go. Woo! Don't get wearied in well-doing. You there. I know some of you want to throw in the towel because you be like, God, I've been through hell. It's been rough. But can I help you out? You're still in the game. You still have the ball. Even though the ball was trying to be stripped from you from the opposite team, but you still held on to it. I hope I'm blessing someone on today. I just want to encourage you. I'm not talking about, don't even make all these New Year's resolutions, because you still have 5 yards left. In other words, man, you still have playing time left in 2022. So why are you going to wait? Good to see you, Deborah. Why are you going to wait? Talking about the 2023. It's going to be me. It's going to be no, bump that. I still got things that I done prayed about at the beginning, at the end of the, Lord have mercy. At one end of the field that I prayed about, now that I'm here, I'm not giving up on what I prayed about. In other words, God is about to do something in your life that's going to blow your mind. You have 5 yards. Today is the 29th. Today is the 29th, December the 29th. Everybody waiting, 2023. I'm going to do this right here. Now, God, it's still 2022. I want everything that you promised me. I want everything, God, everything I've been trusting you for. I haven't given up on it. I got weary, but I'm still trusting. Okay, Janika, I hope y'all catching me. I hope that you all are catching me right now. It's time out for the pity party. It's time out for worrying about who didn't, why they wasn't, why they did. It don't even matter. You still have the ball. What are you going to do? Are you going to sit around, watch this, and wait until somebody tries to block for you? Or are you going to get the ball and start dodging some of the things that's coming after you? Sometimes you can't wait. When you got the ball, you have to go. But you have to know how to shift. Lord have mercy. Hey, to my wife, Lady C, good to see you, baby. Watch this. You have to know how to, when you have the ball, you can't run in a straight line. You got to zigzag. Why? Because the enemy is coming at you in all kinds of ways to knock you down. He's trying to stop you from getting into the end zone. You're just about there. You'll be able to say real soon, touchdown. Y'all catch that? Touchdown. Referees on the side, them the angels. The angels are throwing their hands up. They saying touchdown. They made it in. It was rough, but they made it in. Watch this. They got dirty, but they made it in. Woo! Had to shed some tears, but they made it in. Oh, am I helping you all? Am I helping you all? Got hurt, but they still stayed in the game. But they made it in. Touchdown. You're just about there. Joanne, good to see you, Joe. Don't you throw in the towel. Don't you give up your too close. I'm not talking about waiting to 2023. I'm talking about getting what's for you now. Get it. Get it without excuses. Get it without pointing fingers, because it's all up to you. I give you the ball. I can't run it for you. It's something you have to do on your own. With the help of God, you got to keep him first. Am I making sense to you? Keep him in the forefront. You can't run straight. Why? Because they coming at you from every side. Just because they're not blocking, don't get mad at them. You got the ball. You got to learn how to do some dodging yourself. That's what it's about. You're right there at the end zone. You're there. You're about to cross the goal line. You're just about there. You're just about to cross the goal line. You're right there. You can see it so plainly. Can I flip it another way? Your miracle is right there, and the enemy wants you to give up before you get it. Your blessing, your breakthrough, whatever it is that you've been trusting God for, it's right there, but you're about to give up. The enemy trying to make you give up. But I decree and I declare that God give you strength that's not of your own. Give you endurance that's not of your own. That you will know that is him. See it all the way through. See it all the way through. You got the game. You got the ball. You have to run. You have to zigzag. You have to dodge. You have to do all that you need to do to get into the end zone. Here we go. When you get in the end zone, there is no need to act like, watch this, that he has not ever done anything for you. There is no need to act like God didn't bless you, that God was not the one that helped guide you through that to that end. No, it was him. Because January tried to take you out. February tried to take you out. March tried to take you out. April, May, June. Come on. Look back over your life. when you was at the beginning of the field, one end of the field, which is January, all the things you had to go through this year before you got to the end of where you are now, before you got to December. Look at where you are. Look at what you had to go through and didn't think that you was going to make it. Can I speak to you, son? Can I speak to your daughter? Dry those tears up. And decree and declare, oh, I'm coming over the goal line. I'm coming over it. I see it. I'm too close to give up now. I'm too close. I'm too close to give up now. When you get in there, when you cross the goal line, you have 10 yards of end zone. You can do whatever you want to do in there. You can dance. You can drop the ball, whatever it is. You can turn a flip. Why? Because you made it. Many people will look at you and get disgusted and come on, I don't even believe that they made it. I thought, oh, that baby, it wasn't because of you. It was because who I'm connected to. That's why I am where I am. So if you're going to despise my praise, look back down the field in January and see all those things that I had to go through, all of those people that I had to dodge. When I say people, I'm talking about the opposing team. All of those things that tried to block me, stop me, knock me down, hurt me, kill me. Look back at that. And then you'll help me give God a praise. People look at you, they don't even understand why you do what you do. But they weren't with you in January to this very point to see everything that you had to encounter. You in the end zone. I'm not waiting to 2023. I'm talking to each and every one of you under the sound of my voice. I'm going to let you go. Don't wait. You need to give it to him. You need to give it to him now. Everything that happened, it still lines you up, puts you in the right place so that you can see the goal line. So that you can see the goal line. What are you going to do? You may have to cry. Your body may be aching. But I'm here to tell you, when you cross it, all of that leaves. You forget about the pain. You forget about that. Am I making sense to you? Am I making sense to you? Am I making sense to you? You all be encouraged. You don't have to wait to 2023 making all these resolutions. You still have solutions in 2022. Get what's for you. You got a field, 120 yards that God has blessed you with. You're going to sustain some things. And sometimes the weather is not going to be favorable, but it's all a part of it. But you're in the game. We're talking about the game. Run it. Give God a praise for it. Because you made it. Run it. Trust in God. You're here. It doesn't matter. And watch this. Many that started the game with you, they're not here. But you are. You are. And that's enough to be thankful for. Everybody on here, I'm quite sure at some point in time, you lost someone. But you're still here in the game. You're still here in the game. Touchdown. I'm proud of you. You made it to this point. And guess what? It was by the grace of God. And I'm so grateful that you made it to this point. Now go ahead and give your own self a pat on the back. Don't wait till others to praise you. Give yourself a praise. Give God a praise. Pat yourself on the back. David had to encourage himself in the word. He had to encourage himself. Do that. Pat yourself on the back. Seemed like you had to do everything by yourself. Pat yourself on the back. You made it. I'm proud of you. Be encouraged. I pray that I said something today. I pray that I said something on today that encouraged you. I pray I said something. I pray I said something. I use the football game as an analogy. I use that to lay it out. Watch this. From goal line to goal line is 100 yards. But on each end of the goal line, you have an end zone, which is 10 yards, 120 yards. It belongs to you. Everything you desire is in the field. Get it. Be encouraged. Pray I said something once again. If I did, if I said anything, my Cash App is on the screen. My Cash App is on the screen. If this was a blessing, sow a seed. My Cash App, $H channel 3. Thank you so much, Juanita. Thank you. Thank you. Sow a seed. My Cash App is on the screen. $H channel 3. Never eat a meal, or you never go to a restaurant, and if the meal is good, you should always leave a tip. If this bless you, thank you so much, daughter Sakifia. If this bless you, my Cash App once again is on the screen. $H channel 3. Even after we go off, make sure you continue to share, okay? Make sure you continue to share this with someone. The game, you in it. You got the ball. What you gonna do with it? That's what you tell them. So when someone come to you complaining, let them know you have the ball. And you at the 5-yard line. Let's get it. Let's get it. Thank you so much, Yvette. Thank you so much. Once again, y'all start sowing. Start sowing. Be encouraged. Continue to share this. Do not forget, this Saturday at 7 p.m. sharp, we're having our New Year's Eve celebration. You all come out. Come out. 7 p.m. sharp. Come out. Let's have a high time. You ain't got to come all dressed up in no suits. You ain't got to do any of that. Come out. Let's let God do what he does. 7 p.m. sharp. NGB Ministry, 4504 Highway 80 West, Montrose, Georgia. We start on time. Come. By the time others get ready to start, we'll be leaving. We'll be leaving. We don't stay there all night. We just want to come give God a praise. You made it. Say touchdown. Y'all come out this Saturday, 7 p.m. sharp, to 4504 Highway 80 West, Montrose, Georgia. And on Sunday, meet us Sunday morning, 10 a.m. sharp. Come out. Watch what God is about to do. God is blessing. God is blessing. Our theme this year, our New Year's Eve theme, Saturday, is going to be Let It Go. Woo, it's going to bless you. Let it go. It's all going to line up. Let it go. Let it go. Gonna give it to you Saturday night. Ain't gonna be a part 2 on Sunday. You all come. Tag, share, and invite someone to come with you. Bring someone with you. Y'all be encouraged. Until next time, man. I love each and every one of you all. Look forward to seeing you all next Thursday unless God say something different. If not, y'all already know what to do, man. Y'all be encouraged, man. Touchdown. You got this. You got the ball. What you gonna do? Let's do it. Until then, man, I gotta go. Until then. Y'all know what to do. Level up. Deuces. Be encouraged.